4, 3, 2, 1.
From Germany, WTT! And from China, LIN Shidong!
Here comes the world number one, LIN Shidong, making his way down the runway into the Renaissance Arena. Fireworks behind him, and he'll be making some fireworks on the table, taking on Dang Cho of Germany, the number 11 seed here. Well, LIN Shidong was the winner in Singapore at the first Smash event of the year, fell short in Las Vegas, and will now be looking for a second Smash title. But he has to get through the quarterfinals first against Dang Cho of Germany. Well, he reached the quarterfinals in Singapore, so he's equaled his best ever showing at a Smash event, but this is a best of 7 now. We've had best of 5 leading up to this point, and this just adds an extra element of test to these players. Stamina will be tested, resilience will be tested, and this is how they line up. LIN Shidong, world number 1, leading the head-to-head by 3 wins to 2. The world number 1 taking on the world number 13. And it's interesting, isn't it, Adam Bobrow, to look at the setup there, because Dang Cho has got a very unusual grip.
Yeah, the pen-hold grip is a classic grip that's a little bit antiquated, but with the reverse pen-hold backhand, it's been revived in recent times. I think anyone playing that grip in the men's game must have the RPB. Félix Lebrun as well, as you'll see here from Dang Cho, an incredible backhand down the line.
Black
This is
red.
Ingrid Bogren.
Red, black for LIN. Red, winner on the toss, 2. Receive this side.
Well, that concludes the coin toss before we get underway here. Well, Dang Cho has 1 singles title to his name on the WTT Tour, won the title in Lima in 2022. But let's have a word first about the world number 1, LIN Shidong, because in the last 12 months, he's won an incredible 6 WTT Series titles, including 2 at Grand Smash level, the China Smash last autumn and the Singapore Smash to start off the year. He also has 2 Champions titles to his name as well from this last 12 months. Let's have a look then at LIN Shidong's route through to the quarters. Just dropped the 1 game so far. That was in the round of 16 against Germany's Ricardo Walter. But otherwise, Adam Bobrow, he's looked pretty unstoppable, hasn't he?
That's how it feels. LIN Shidong, world number 1, has a winning record against almost everybody he's played in the world. Wang Chuqin, 3-1 against him. Liang Qingqun, he's 4-3, so he has a winning record. But in terms of players with winning records against him, Wang Chuqin, Félix Lebrun, who's knocked out already, Hugo Calderano, undefeated 2-0, was knocked out earlier today in straight games. But this man here has a 2-3 record, better than most, and won their last encounter just last week. He's got 1 WTT title to his name. He's fast, he's strong. The 28-year-old with a very exciting match against Jonathan Groth of Denmark. You want to see TTR used wisely, down 4-8 in the 5th. Watch what Dang Cho does and comes back to win. Youssef Abdelaziz and Dmitry Ovcharov, a 5-gamer there against his German compatriot. He's in good form.
He is indeed, and he'll take great heart from that 5-game win to kick off his campaign. Like you said, TTR used to create real drama in that one. Let's have a look, though, at the last time this pair met. This was in the Champions in Yokohama just last week, and Dang Cho took LIN Shidong to 5 games. He'll take great heart from that, won't he?
He sure will, whatever confidence he can. Again, the tight game. He's so fast, he's strong, he's quick, he stays right on top of the table, he changes directions, he uses spin on almost every shot, but only as much as he needs. And look at the fan vote here, 65% behind the world number 1, the remaining 35% behind a European champion in Dang Cho.
First game,
will
LIN
get
to
us underway
serve,
here in this
level.
best of 7.
One, love.
Subtleties of serve and receive will play a crucial role in this match. The world number 1 finishing a point on the third ball attack. From a snake to a lob, and it catches the net. Still in the point. Oh, so much side spin. Sends it over the Renaissance Arena LED barrier. We haven't seen a point where a ball kid has actually truly been in danger, but look at this. Inside out spin, and this one is heavy side spin as can be, just a little bit of height on it. Traditionally, from time to time, you'll see a pen holder change their grip to shake hands against lobs just to make sure they can get on top of it so it's easier for the wrist. Dong Cho didn't need to do it.
He's had a great run to get here, hasn't he, though, into this quarterfinal. Are we seeing Dong Cho at his best?
It's a good question. Time will tell. I think players age differently and peak at different ages depending on which association they play for.
4-1.
Lin Shidong, as you might expect, they're off to a lightning quick start here.
Yeah, for Team China, you rarely see players play beyond 30. For Team Germany, you had a near 37-year-old world number 1 in Timo Boll.
1-5.
I guess, though, in China, there's always a huge swathe of players coming up behind you just ready to take your place.
It's like the Pussycat Dolls or Menudo. They just always have young ones fresh and ready to jump into the lineup. Even with the change of pace, he tried slowing it down. Dong Cho testing the in and out game of Lin Shidong, and Lin Shidong moves in. Look at him lean in there. You could see the shift and weight to take it out in front and punish Dong Cho. Very mature play from the 20-year-old. What a pull. Right out of the pocket, hit into the middle, and he plays the forehand. That backhand is so wristy. And then the short stroke, it's leg strength, it's balance, and it's awareness of patterns to come. A strong start here for Lin Shidong.
8-1.
Dong Cho always looked to be on the back foot during that rally.
He'll be looking to change patterns wherever he can. When I think Dong Cho, I think parallel backhands, down the line, on top of the bounce, suffocating speed. Power behind him. Second time, ball kid having to be really on the lookout. It's just incredible how much power it takes to hit it that far, that hard. Quite a save here, the defense from the world number 1. Look at that.
I love the shake of the head as well, as if to say, well, I couldn't get that one. I think that ball kid will be rethinking the position she's sitting in. She'll be asking to swap with somebody else, I think.
Ooh.
10-3.
Good left foot to the ball kid there to set up 7 game points, the world number 1.
Let 10-3. Let 10-3.
Shidong wraps up the opener 11 points to 3. Great start for the world number 1. And what are your thoughts then, Adam, on the opening game?
Yeah, I think this is just a reminder of how seriously China takes being beaten by someone outside of Team China. Lots to talk about, but let's hear from Wang Hao first.
平的反手，他这种反手，一个是靠，一个是这种算准，还有反抽，把他的这个抽的这个质量给他速度估足了。再一个拧反手、拧中间都可以。好吧，其实到反手这块，你看到吧？你自己主动上手，保持住速度就可以了。保持住速度，包括他发球时的后边。
Time.
Game number 2 will shortly be upon us, and it was a great start for Lin Shidong. Almost flawless in that one. A couple of shots that he really just couldn't get, given that they were almost in the stands, and he'd have had to have trampled a ball kid to get to them.
Hello, Chinese fan kids in the crowd. Always nice to bring your children here to see them see the heroes of our sport.
Second game, shoot to serve, love all.
So it seemed like the conversation with Wang Hao was just to be able to adapt to the speed.
Love.
For example,
1.
Dong Cho has changed up the rhythm here and there, slowed down the ball mid-rally. Even on the serves, from fast long serves to just changing it up more commonly half long at this level.
Let, love, 1.
What was the key for Dong Cho in their last meeting in Yokohama just a few days ago?
It's a good question. The truth is there have been so many matches and I've been pretty busy. I actually didn't see it. So there you go. But I would imagine it was about staying close to the table. It was about serve and receive and being unpredictable.
2-1.
This is typically at this level of play. If somebody has an idea of what's coming, they're prepared. They can handle it. That's why Truls is so dangerous.
1-3.
Lin Shidong has just got such incredible shot-making ability, doesn't he? He's very quick to recover.
He sure is, and he has such a large sweet spot on both wings. Forehand, okay, expected at this level, but his backhand, it's crazy.
2.
And the timing. This just makes me go back to the 2017 men's singles final. For many, one of the greatest games in modern history, Ma Long and Fan Zhendong, where Ma Long famously did not attack first as much as Fan Zhendong, yet still won the match.
Left. 2, 3.
Which just goes to show you that you don't have to attack first. You can very tactfully let the opponent attack first to give yourself, well, a little bit of advantage while they're recovering.
That was nicely done, wasn't it? Dong Cho really bringing some power and aggression there.
He's equaled his score from game number 1. That's his timing. Quick pivot, low stance, and the side swipe there. Again, it looked like he would have gone the other way, so Rossi up on his feet, as if to say, clever plan. Maybe this is what we talked about. More of this, please. Oh, so
3,
short. The touch
4.
receive, wonderful.
And of course, it's a great day for the German men, isn't it? Given Benedikt Duda's exploits a little earlier on.
4-0 victory over one of the most unbeaten players in the world. The thrill from Brazil. That was quite a statement.
4-all.
There's so much speed on that forehand down the diagonal, isn't there?
Yeah. Hey, Shang Peng was there at the autograph session. Xue Fei to his left, another pen holder who could warm up Dong Cho in theory.
Well, you mentioned Dong Cho needing to be close to the table. We saw him starting off almost hugging the table and doing very well, but he was just forced back.
All. Five, 6.
But Dong Cho with his nose in front. He's looking a lot more positive, a lot more comfortable in game 2.
Yeah, sometimes just dipping your toes in the water, getting a feeling of how the player is coming to the table in any given day, gives you a sense of how to play in response.
7, 5.
This is part of the reason you see players looking at their opponents before they serve. In the game of rock, paper, scissors, sometimes body language is the best tell of how someone's going to play. Do they look confident? Do they look nervous? What are you more likely to do when you're nervous? Dong Cho has won 6 of the last 8 points, and right now that sets him up with a decent score line to be up by 2 at 7-5.
Just sublime.
6.
Yeah, he moves in very well to capture the ball a little bit earlier, create a wider angle. Not a lot of height on that, just a little bit above net height. He's a shot maker in every sense, from behind the table and even in the short game, as we've seen. Wow, that was a lot of spin to deal with. It would have been understandable if the next shot went long. If it was missed, Dong Cho, heavy wrist, explodes and plays it to the length of the table, which is wise in this moment. Just a little bit more margin for error.
Oh, it's that third ball kill that we talk so much about, isn't it?
For a moment, I thought there was a let on the serve, but no, in the replay, clearly. So heavy side spin, Chiquita. The look of Dong Cho, the way he looked up was almost like, I wondered if he thought it too, but yeah, we saw the replay. You could call TTR if you wanted on that.
That was great entertainment, wasn't it?
He's never out of the point. Lin Shidong, we've seen him spin his back. We've seen him get near high-fiving a ball kid on 2 occasions. And then the heavy spin from way back. Talk about confidence, talk about belief. It's not easy to be back there. Nobody wants to be. It's not to your advantage. But he's just leveled the playing field.
It did look, though, didn't it, as though Dong Cho had the beating of him in that rally, and it's disappointing for him that he had nothing to show for it.
He knows this and knows it well. He's played him 5 times before, gotten the best of him twice. The last encounter, for example, but every other time he's played him, well, he's been beaten without taking a game.
10-8.
Shidong now closing in on game number 2.
Interesting statistic there, that every time Dong Cho has won, it's been in the decider, and any time he's been beaten, he's been bageled. So if history were to continue, this trend anyway, this would be a fast one, but Dong Cho is going to have other plans despite not getting the first game and facing 2 game points here.
11-8.
Would Dong Cho rather have a best of
LIN.
7 in that case? Does that work more in his favor?
In general, the player with the better record will do better the longer they have to play, the more time, because the law of averages. For example, you could beat Lin Shidong in a coin toss, but probably not in a best of 7 table tennis match. And you're in good company. The same is true for me and even Wang Hao at this point. So 11 points total for Dong Cho, 22 for the player 2-0 up Lin Shidong.
Here's a look then at the men's seeds. These are the players who featured here at the Europe's match. Darko Jorgic, he's gone. Number 7 seed. Chang Peng went earlier on in the week. Ugo Calderano as well. That was a big, big result for Benedict Duda to knock him out. Dong Cho there, the number 11 seed, still standing, but for how much longer?
If I counted correctly, we've got 5 of 16 seeds left in the game.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating tournament in that respect, hasn't it? Plenty of upsets here at the Europe Smash from day 1. Now then, Dong Cho was much improved in game number 2. But how does he build on that again, Adam, in game number 3? Because the clock is ticking.
He's going to have to try some new things out here. The specifics we'll talk about in a
Third
bit.
game, LIN to serve, love.
Could be testing the short game. Could be long pushes deep to the backhand and quick counters.
1.
Here he tries to get into the rally quickly, which I think is another good idea. In general, much like the law of averages, shorter rallies give a better chance for a surprising result favoring, say, the underdog. Wow, we got an RPB chop block in there. Net ball and everything else. Lin Shidong unfazed. The net ball for Lin Shidong there. The way he sets up for that backhand, it's just so epic.
Left, love, 2.
Mostly in the sense that it happens so quickly. It looks like it takes such little preparation, but he generates so much power.
Left, love, 2. Love.
Dang Cho trying to
3.
generate some power of his own there. Finds the top of the net instead. Managed to get
Timeout.
ahead in game number 2, but hasn't managed to establish himself yet in the early stages of game number 3, and has called for the timeout before Lin Shidong stretches his lead any further.
Viele Bälle, aber du weißt, bei ihm geht es natürlich auch schnell in diese Richtung. Okay, er fühlt sich jetzt wohl, kann aber auch schnell kippen dann. Ja. Versucht dran zu bleiben. Ja. Versucht, das, was du gespielt hast, ist ja genau richtig. Ja. Versucht aggressiv ihn anzuspielen dann. Ja. Dann musst du einfach den nächsten Ball heute gegen ihn so viel Risiko gehen. Aber das musst du einfach ziehen. Das ist aber jetzt eine Sache, wo du jetzt aber dem Spiel jetzt, auch nach dem Spielstand jetzt aber auf den Ball jetzt drauf geht. Das hast du jetzt ja auch oft geübt, dann aber aggressiv spielen, aggressiv nachgehen dann. Ja? Dass du das jetzt gegen ihn spielst. Dass er merkt, okay, du versuchst nochmal Vollgas zu geben bei den ganzen Sachen dann und du bist konsequent an diesen Bällen spielen dann auch dann. Ja? Wenn er bei dir viel in Mitte spielt dann, ja, entweder hier rüber oder wirklich komplett aufmachen und damit der ganze Vorhand da reingeht. Ja, du ziehst ja den Satz, ja? Jeder Ball dranbleiben, ja? Come on, okay.
Will play more aggressively seems to be the message for Dang Cho, then you can win the next game. He looks like he's playing pretty aggressively already, though.
Yeah, there are levels. For example, we see him attack from a step behind the table, and you feel like Lin Shidong is quite comfortable with that. Push him out of his comfort zone. The first thing to do that is playing outside of your own comfort zone. It is not going to be comfortable for Dang Cho, but he'll try.
4.
So in terms of slowing down the rallies, that's not what he needs to do now.
It's possible that could work, but it's just going to have to depend on the timing in terms of where his opponent's standing, what the opportunities are.
Oh. But he's just got exceptional court coverage, doesn't he, Lin Shidong, even from far back.
We saw it in the replays, how perfect the shot had to be to hit it over the barrier. Dang Cho had to play it on the blue line here with the racket head straight up covering the middle. And still, Lin Shidong from that far back takes control.
1-5.
So you might have seen the graphic as we came out of the replay. 12 of the last 16 points before this, Lin Shidong has won. Preparation breeds confidence. Lin Shidong, it's not luck that he's so good behind the table. It's an incredible amount of experience and practice to get there. And again, the short side of the table. Talk about uncomfortable. What more can you do? He gets his opponent behind the table with the flick, quick timing off the bounce, and it comes back to the backhand. It's Lin Shidong who's able to play the riskier shot in that moment.
He looked at his coach in disbelief, as if to say, well, that's what you've told me to do, and I still can't find a way through.
This is a common case against the best in the world.
Seven, 2.
Lin Shidong serving well to set himself up well for that third ball attack.
2-8. Two, 9. Nine, 3.
Something of a tiny lifeline there for Dang Cho.
Well placed serve there right to the baseline. A long serve comes down at your baseline and the opponent's baseline. It's one of a few times where it doesn't have to be low to the net because it's more important about the landing point and the time it takes to get there.
Ten, 3.
Dang Cho just cannot deal with the serve.
Lin
Shidong With an almost flawless game number 3, wraps it up by the same scoreline that he took the first, 11 points to 3. Dang Cho with the timeout was told to be more aggressive. He looked more aggressive, but he still couldn't make an impact in this one. And Lin Shidong is 1 game away from a place in the semi-finals, and he is looking very much like the complete player at the minute.
Yeah, a little help off the edge there, which is why he raises his hand, but it wasn't at deuce. It was to make it 11-3.
有的时候不一定去抢那个点，位置合适了，我卡上这个点了，节奏了，你抢了有时候快打分，位置不合适，去以你的手感，我慢搓一下啊，包括到哪个位置上，然后后面衔接一下，就是把落点啊，把这种战术落点。
Well, that stat that you mentioned earlier about all of Dang Cho's defeats to Lin Shidong coming with a bagel looks as though that could come true once again here, unless he can establish himself now in game number 4 in this best of 7. Lin Shidong, though, he's making this look all too easy at the minute.
Fourth game, shoot, serve, love all. One, love.
Great start for Dang Cho, putting immediate pressure on Lin Shidong.
Yeah, not easy to catch him off balance here. Nice long push gets him to turn, and then the backhand bend. Again, this is what the middle is all about, getting someone to lean and commit to one side.
Love.
Little table tennis karma from the last point of game 3. The round recycled ball the WTT is playing with. What goes around comes around.
One, two.
That wasn't a recycling joke, by the way. Or was it? So first point here for Lin Shidong, the world number 1. He's won 2 of his 3 games at 11-3.
2 all.
With variation. But again, it's not just the shot. Dang Cho can make this ball, but the quality required to cause trouble for Lin Shidong, that's a lot of pressure.
3-2.
Well, whoever wins this one, and it's looking likely to be Lin Shidong, will face Simon Gozi in the semi-final. He had an incredible match against Darko Jorgic, that one going to 7. Brilliant point from Dang Cho.
This is blistering speed, it is full commitment, it is fearlessness, it is taking one shot as full as can be and expecting it to come back just to do it again. Break the pattern, hit it behind the momentum. Very clever play from Dang Cho. That's the type of commitment that he's going to need, fearlessness. It's not always going to work out, but the odds are going to help him to avoid a score line like games 1 and 3.
3-4.
A lot of practice partners out there in the world, but few can give you the quality that the top players in the world can. Lin Shidong has made it uncomfortable with near-the-table backhands that weren't crazy shots. They were just crazy spinny spins for him.
4-5.
This is something actually that Simon Gozi used very well in terms of heavy spin on the backhand. But this one getting away from Dang Cho a bit. Decent opportunity.
6-4.
Well, Lin Shidong isn't, or he doesn't look as if he's having to do too much to get these points finished off quickly.
This is a mark of an incredible player. 23 of the last 32 points. Someone who can make it look easy. A lot of anecdotes about that related to table tennis for another time.
7-4.
And there it's in evidence again. It doesn't look as though he's having to do anything too flashy. He's just making life very difficult indeed. And look who's watching on.
Hi, Simone. Hope all is well. The crowd just gave him a Simone. I like it.
Sounds like the same crowd who were in from earlier who were chanting his name in that 7-game epic.
There are a few places in the world where table tennis is more popular than it's been in decades and maybe ever. Sweden is one of them, and France is one of them.
Well, both countries, of course, with massively talented players.
And some big hardware coming out of Paris 2024. Simone doing his homework now.
5-8.
Well, he's gone from 3-5 down now, Lin Shidong, to establishing an 8-5 lead. Explosive attacking from Dang Cho.
Inside the table, this flick, wonderful. Again, he's going to have to take some chances, and it's not always going to be a full stroke forehand.
Eight, 7.
Oh, just like that, Dang Cho has managed to narrow the gap. It's a 1-point game now.
Yeah, watch how close this comes to coming over the net. Dang Cho quick to hustle just in case. There's a lot of pressure here. Near exit. Some big points coming for Dang Cho.
Oh, that's brilliantly done.
Yeah, the backhand inside the table. The reason many of the top players in the world will step in to use the backhand over the forehand side of the table is because of how much wrist action you can get. You could see there that he was completely turned back. And a good pensive facial expression there from Lin Shidong.
9,
Dang Cho re-establishes lead as we get towards the end of this crucial game for him. So now that he's re-established the lead, how does he maintain it?
Well, I was going to say he's going to have to be creative. I don't know about this level creative. Hey, Lin Shidong there. The picture is not yet finished.
Well, Dang Cho with 2 game points. These are 2 incredibly important points for the German.
And at the third towel break, I think in some senses, I wouldn't have been surprised if he didn't take the towel break, just because he's got so much momentum. 6 of the last 8. Supreme beef right there. Wow. Didn't expect that to be the artist's motto. Tough way to win a point behind the table. Almost everything he had done was the opposite, staying as close as possible. As soon as he steps back, he puts himself in a more passive situation. Even with the counterattack, it's that much more time and predictability for Lin Shidong to respond. 1 game point saved, 1 more to go for Dang Cho.
Oh, that's not coming back, is it? That was blistering pace.
And a bit of net on top, just to make it that much more difficult to time. We've seen him handle a lot of very high-speed shots, but in a game of timing that's so fast, that little subtle change by the net makes a big difference, and now it's deuce.
There was a lot of spin on that, wasn't there?
10.
Yes, there was. And now there's a match point on the scoreboard. Lin Shidong from under the table plays it as spinny and low as possible, calmly calculated. And it's gotten him here, the world #1. Only needs 1.
One's all he needed.
4 games
And he's done it in straight games. Another bagel for Lin Shidong over Dang Cho, reversing the score from their last meeting in Yokohama just a few days ago. World #1, Lin Shidong through to the semi-final with a straight games win over Germany's Dang Cho. 11-3, 11-8, 11-3, and then a much tighter game 4. But Lin Shidong gets the job done.
Dang Cho beat him last time they played, and Lin Shidong did his homework as Simone is here doing his homework. they'll face in the next round. Lin Shidong and Simone Gauzy played earlier this year in a smash, and it was quite a tight fight. We'll see. That match will be coming up tomorrow. Dong Chio here. Well, he stepped on the tail and sent world number 1 into beast mode out here today. A Benedict Duda to your Ugo Calderano in this event. So, players showing up at the quarterfinals and bringing some next level play. He says, okay, man, you were good today. Respect. Lin Shidong, the star of the Shidong show, was dominant in the second half of 2024. And here, he was dominant again today.
Yeah, almost twice the total number of points won for Lin Shidong, and incredibly effective on serve as well. So congratulations to Lin Shidong on his straight games win. Let's hear from him.
Congratulations, Lin Shidong, on advancing through to the semi-final stage. You just took on Dong Chio of Germany so soon after meeting him at the WTT Champions event in Yokohama. What specific alterations or adjustments did you make in your training for this rematch?
恭喜林诗栋晋级半决赛。那与邱党横滨之后再次交手，自己是做了哪些针对性的赛前准备呢？
之前在日本横滨也跟他刚打完吧，然后自己也是2比3输掉了比赛，然后可能这一次打，可能自己，回想起上次，可能有一些细节方面做的不是这么好吧，然后可能今天自己上去整个人的调动，包括就是整个人的心态都是一直像拼着他打吧，我感觉。
Yeah, indeed. I just played Shidong in Yokohama and I lost to him 2-3. So I've done a lot of reflection on some of the details that I didn't manage well back then in Yokohama. So today, coming into this match, I could activate myself right from the get-go, and I had a good mentality to challenge him and to put up a good fight.
You certainly did. And now in your next match, you'll have quite a different encounter. You'll be playing Simone Gauzy. What are your thoughts ahead of that match right there?
那半决赛将对阵西蒙高兹，那诗栋怎么看下一场比赛？自己会怎么准备呢？
在半决赛就是碰到西蒙这名对手吧，然后他的一些实力包括手感都是非常好的。我相信他能进入到半决赛，他整体的状态还是非常好吧。然后希望自己明天能有更好的发挥，然后全力以赴去拼他吧。
Yes, Simone Gauzy, he has very good ball feel and he's an extremely strong player. For him to make it all the way to the semi-finals is a testament to his condition, his form recently. So hopefully I'll be able to put up a good show tomorrow, and I'll just put my best foot forward for tomorrow's match.
Well, we certainly look forward to it. Thank you, Shidong.
那期待明天的比赛，加油！
Well, that's going to be a very compelling semi-final indeed. Lin Shidong taking on Simone Gauzy, the Frenchman who had an absolutely brilliant win over Darko Jorgic 4-3. Much more straightforward though for Lin Shidong. So he's still got a bit of energy left to hit these balls into the crowd. Causing a bit of a scramble. Fans eager to get their hands on those mementos. So congratulations to Lin Shidong and congratulations to them who take home a special souvenir from this match. Well, here's how the men's singles draw looks at the minute. Lin Shidong, Simone Gauzy, semi-finalists. Benedict Duda is still awaiting his opponent in his semi-final. Will it be home hero Truls Morgard, or will it be An Jae-hyun of the Republic of Korea? That match is coming up shortly. But first, before that, we've got something else. We've got the women's singles quarter-final between Satsuki Odo of Japan, who is the number 9 seed here. There's a look at her warming up backstage. She'll shortly be in the Renaissance Arena, ready to take to the table. She's taking on China's Shi Zhenyao. There's a look at her, the number 15 seed, really being put through her paces there. That one is coming up next. Looking forward to seeing that one.